Oh my goodness, hello. He's back. He has returned. Something like that. But I am in fact here. And you know, we're just gonna have a nice little cozy yap hangout sesh. I don't know. Mostly gonna be resleeving some of my decks. These are commander decks, so 100 cards, so forth and so on. I just got some sleeves in the mail today, and I was like, you know what? Once again, that'll just make for some, like, chill, cozy yap time. That's kind of what I've felt like doing lately. I don't know. Well, you know, we'll get back to normal stream content at some point. I've just kind of been in a, I don't know. Kind of just in a mode of, I don't know, figuring out what I want to do with my life. And I don't mean like in the macro sense. I really mean like, like how my weeks are generally going to unfold, I guess. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Just trying to juggle a lot of different things, trying to juggle finishing the Deviation Notice LP, some of the other creative stuff I do regularly, trying to fit everything in, also trying to, you know, like have a social life, so forth. Oh, you know how it is. So, but yeah, and you know, we're just sort of constantly messing around with different stream type stuff. I always forget, is it, there it is. Yeah, we have the other chompy now, but anyway, we'll stick with the regular one. I think I also messed around with the animation a little bit, and now he blinks every now and then. Yeah, there it is. That's pretty sweet. That's, you know, the software I use is like, again, for like PNG tubers type stuff is actually pretty sweet, for what it does. And I was trying to, wonder if I can show you guys, because I have it in here. I don't actually think I like it, but I was trying to, I don't know if you can see that, yeah. So I was trying to basically sort of like, maybe I could have a border around the graphic that like looks like the bezel on like a CRT monitor. And like, it's fine. I don't know. I don't really think it quite, like it just doesn't quite, like, I don't know. There's something vibey about this where it still has the CRT vibe, but it's also kind of dark. We're sort of in dark mode, and we have that kind of deep amber color that's kind of nice. So I don't think I'm ever going to use that, but it was kind of an interesting thing to just kind of futz around with and see if I couldn't figure it out how to do it. I always like challenges, and I'm hopelessly bad at graphic design, but I really enjoy doing it, so. But anyways, ooh. Here we are. So I've got, basically I've got two different things. I've got KMC Hypermats and KFC Hyper Phoenixes. No, this is not sponsored. I actually haven't used these in a very long time, so we're gonna actually just see how well they shuffle and stuff. But I remember really liking these back in the day, back like 10 years ago, when I played a lot of Commander. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then I have, actually, you know what would be fun is, and this is not going to be like a deck review stream. I was actually thinking it would be fun to, because I realized I don't think I pinged in the Deviation server about it, but I was a guest on my friend Leah Foxtrot's stream not long ago, where we kind of had like a fun little like review / roast of her like Commander deck lists for Magic. So I thought it'd be fun. Maybe at some point we'll return the favor and see if we can invite her on and do basically the same thing. But I was like, you know what? It might be fun to just like post the Moxfield lists for the decks that I'm actually resleeving here. Let's see if this works. This is public, so you should be able to click on it and actually see it. But anyways, so there's that. That's the first one I'm going to work on. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to use the white sleeves for that. because it's a, you know, it's a life gain deck, and that seems like the, you know, white is the color in Magic that is most closely associated with life gain, so there you go. And I'm very sorry that my chair is squeaky. I, like, spent an extra 20 minutes, like, searching the house for the WD-40 that I know I have, and I couldn't find it. So I hate buying something that I know I already have, but I'm just going to have to bite the bullet in all likelihood and get some more. Or frankly, just get a new office chair, but, you know, one thing at a time, I guess. So, this is kind of my... This deck is the oldest deck that I own. I literally bought the Allura Precon back in the day. And I don't even have the original... I don't have any of the original cards in here anymore, and actually this is the... Somebody offered to sell me years ago the Allura Judge promo foil, and I was like, why not? So that's fun. But, you know, it's just crazy bullshit life gain slash combo slash, like, high level bracket 4. A little bit of stacks, a little bit of, a little stacks, a little control, a little griefing, a little bit of everything. Also just a lot of good cards. Anyways, alright, so we got these. I don't know if it's... These are actually pretty... These look pretty sweet. And they're very nice, and you can kind of see they're like... It's matte. I would say the dragon... These are dragon shields that I'm replacing. And they're just a little more matte. And also these dragon shields are kind of getting... You know, they're not... I wouldn't say they're like getting totally to the end of their usable life, but they're definitely like creasing. You know, doing that kind of like ripply creasy thing that starts happening when you've shuffled a lot, so. All right, so we'll just go ahead and shove the... Oh, right, he's in a top loader because he's, or not a top loader, he's in a perfect fit because, you know, Blingy McBlingerson. All right, and I realize these look similar enough that I think the thing to do is actually to go ahead and de-sleeve the old deck first, because this could get very confusing. Oh, there we go. He's like perfectly glowing right there. My old school Soul Ring. And to go with the One Ring, haha. Maybe we should zoom in a little bit. Sorry, no, this is not quite. There, probably see the cards a little better. Get our old Arcane Denial. See if I can move the mic back a little bit too. There we go. Alright, that's better. And I also, like, years ago, I did things like, I went and, like, picked out specific, I don't know, I just kind of randomly picked Mirage, but I got these, like, I picked specific arts for Mirage, and then those are the basic lands that I kind of special ordered. My weird, like, Italian City of Brass that is, like, fucked up all to hell. Oh man, the light's, like, reflecting on it right there. Do we just move over here? Sorry, this is not quite... Something like that, okay. How about Ristic Study? Peacekeeper. Actually, the thing to do is to... And I sort of think at some point we may go away from signets. Signets kind of used to be the like gold standard for like just ramp that could go in any deck, but you know, there's all kinds of better options, arcane signets and some of the other ones, even Mind Stone in some cases. So we'll see. Glacial Chasm, the old game changer. Got some Surveil lands, Toxic Deluge. Deluge? I guess it's Deluge. I always say Deluge. That's probably not how you pronounce that at all. Thought Vessel. I think I have made the joke that, well, I'm not even going to make that joke. Because it's kind of mean. Anyway. Oops, hold on. Also, I fucking left Illustrator open earlier. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, and we got T-Pro in here. But one of the things this deck does is the sort of like kind of silly win con. One of the silly win cons is dump a bunch of life into like Ad Nauseam or oh goodness, or Necropotence or one of those other things. Go nuts, and then gain all the life back from Children of Corliss, and that's pretty fun. And then, you know, kill everybody with some kind of convoluted combo of like Tainted Sigil and Aether Flux Reservoir. Ye old Alhamerits. Sorry, I just want to be able to see the input from the thingy. There's the Tainted Sigil. I was like, wait a minute, do I still have Tainted Sigil even in here? Apparently I do. Are these all? Yeah, these are all the old ones, okay. Still confusing myself. There's some of our griefing with Ashiok. Making people not able to search their decks for things. That's always fun. Authority of the Console is a classic. Fetch lands. Not totally sure we're keeping Solemnity long term. Really, the reason it's in here is the combo with the combo with Glacial Chasm. Got our fancy Brain Surge. I really like Brain Surge. I think it's really, really, really good. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's not stock up, but it's like... it's still very strong. Fucking Vampiric Tutor, yeah. We got new edition, this enduring thing that is basically veto, but on a much, for 1 extra mana, it's veto, but like a little more resilient, because, you know, you can blow it up and then it comes back as an enchantment. That's always fun. Bro Seiju. Same thing, Sorin, when he flips, he has the ability, because he deals damage equal to the life you've gained this turn, so theoretically if you've gained, you know, 48 life or whatever, he is one of the cards that can, like, just dome somebody off of the Children of Corliss combo. Days Undoing. Teleria West, same thing. I can't remember. I think Teleria West is in here specifically to tutor for Pact of Negation, I think is what's going on there. That's one that I've had for many years. Union of the Third Path, a fun one. You dump all your life into drawing off Necropotence, and then you cast that, and then gain all the life back, and that's pretty fun. Extremely pretty Doomscar. You flooded strand. We got old Necropotence, the old school one. Our fancy pristine talisman. I did go through at one point and like just blinged the fuck out of this deck and bought foil or special versions of like all of the relatively cheap cards just for fun. Just for fun. That's my idea of fun. So, alright, so let's go ahead and start sleeving. These are going to be very slippery. I can already tell. These are also very shiny too, jeez. I would suspect that they are... it's kind of hard to tell. I can't really tell. It feels like the dragon shields are like less shiny, less reflective, but I might be totally off base. Also, they're old, so that might be part of it. Anyways. And what else? I'm still working through, still working on the Deviation LP, and it's coming along. You know, I kind of basically took almost a 3-month hiatus from it because of moving and stuff, and just kind of getting settled in after I moved. But kind of getting into the... I got some green tea here, it's very lovely. But you know, kind of getting back into the swing of things. I also am having kind of a problem. I've consistently over the course of this project had a problem of like just pretty bad scope creep where I just keep going, but I want to write one more song, I want to write one more song, I want to add something, I want to add something. I have this, I have that, and I think at some point I'm gonna have to like make some kind of difficult decisions about maybe just cutting some stuff. I guess so far I think I've had 2 songs that were fairly close. They were both older songs though, but they were, you know, I would say fairly close and were cut because I just couldn't quite get them to work and just didn't. They're both older songs that I wrote years ago and just it didn't really feel like they fit like thematically and just sound wise because I write very differently now than I did then. And it is a little weird too because it is a kind of weird mix of I started writing a lot of these basically as the original Deviation EP was wrapping up. Towards the end of 2020. And even then, like, you know, my composition, you know, style and influences kind of changed quite a bit since then too. But also too, you know, I've talked about it before on stream that I basically got depressed and was, you know, essentially not musicking for about 3 years, almost 3 years. So I kind of just quit that project right in the middle and then picked it back up about a year and a half ago now. So, you know, I mean, it's essentially, I mean, you know, if it takes you 2 years to make an album, that's actually sounds about right. But, you know, obviously things are a little bit different for indie artists because, you know, you're not on this sort of touring, writing, recording cycle that like real bands are on. You're just kind of like whenever you fucking have time. And, you know, I've been like taking my laptop with me to work and just, you know, on my lunch break going and trying to do little bits and pieces here and there. And we will do some more on stream at some point soon. I just haven't really, again, you know, streaming for me is like extremely vibes based, so it's like it's entirely dependent on like what I feel what I feel like doing that day, what I have the energy for. So, you know, today is just kind of a yapping magicking kind of day. Is that, I wonder, is that all of these? I hope that's not a problem with these. I don't know, we'll have to see. They're like, these are like a little bendy, like right around the edge, but we'll have to see. I've also, you know, I also have like a weight that I stick on these to kind of push all the air out, so. Probably wouldn't hurt to get like a higher quality camera at some point soon while I'm just thinking about random stream stuff to improve, but we'll see. Anyways, I guess we're talking about music and the creative process and stuff. And I'm also, you know, I will also admit that I am, you know, I definitely have the perfectionist thing where I tinker and I tinker and I tinker and I change little minute things. And, you know, there's always the thing that happens where you can tinker so much that you lose sight of like whether or not you're actually like improving the piece. Like, is it actually like making the piece better, or, you know, are you just tinkering to tinker, you know? And it's not always the easiest thing to tell. In this case, I think it's in good shape because I really feel like it's how is this one already got a thingy in it? Does the card have a little like? See anything on the card? I'm gonna set this one aside and we'll see. I hope that's not like a just straight up defect, but we'll see. Supposedly they're supposed to give you like extra sleeves. It's generally the way Dragon Shields work. I hope this is not exactly 100 because that would be unfortunate. Oh, hi, Leah. Are we Orzhov? Oh, this is Aloro. This is the... Oh, for some reason it's not showing me all the chats. Hold on. This is the Esper deck. This is the one that I think had like a 75 salt score or whatever that was when we were looking at it. And I think the salt score has actually gone down a little bit because I took Grand Arbiter out. But anyways, good to see you though. Hope you're doing well. I will say I took Grand Arbiter out of here to specifically put it in the sort of like Staxy in the like Staxy Enchantress deck that I made, because I was like, you know what, we'll just get all the meanness, that type of meanness out in that one deck list, and it turns out it like isn't that fun to play because it's just mean. It's just kind of cruel for no reason. Grand Arbiter doesn't deserve to see the light of day. It took you this long to realize it. Yeah, I mean, that's one of those things. And I've tried to like push this deck more, like less into stacks and more into sort of like I guess more like just control and general sort of like pillow fort type stuff. Have you considered Hope for Alluro? I actually don't remember that card off the top of my head. Hold on. Is the card just called Hope? Or is it the oh, Hope S, the mill card. Oh man, actually, well, I gotta think about that. So in one of those nasty turns where you gain 50 life off of this guy, does that actually kill everyone? Still, that's at least something to throw in the considering and try to work through it though. It would make everyone mill 50 cards if you mill 50 life, or if you gain 50 life. And I guess you could always, you know, if you start doubling up those effects, you know, gaining 50 life, making somebody lose 50 life with whatever the hell that other card is, Enduring Tenacity. End of turn effect. Yeah. Yeah, I play with someone here locally who has a deck with that as the general, and it is like it's pretty terrifying, like how strong it is in like as a build around. And that is one of those other like sort of just Magic player personality things. People do not like having their cards milled. Like, it's always funny. It's just like how, you know, control players do not like getting thought seized. I recently got half my deck milled because I was playing mono black. Yup. Reanimated Sephiroth. Nice. I was gonna say, I guess that's the double-edged sword. Is if it's if your opponents have like any sort of graveyard synergy, then you're kind of helping them. But you know, if they're like really aggressively dumping cards into the yard, then possibly flying too close to the sun, as they say. Good old Limdual's Vault. God, I had one the other day. I played the other day with my Reanimator deck where I had this bullshit loop going where, what is the card? No, I can't remember the name of it, but it was, it's the creature that reanimates other creatures, that has Miracle. And I had him and Birthing Pod. So I was like reanimating him every turn, bringing another creature back, and then just potting into a broken 7-drop from my deck. And everybody was none too happy with that. That might be the deck we do next, I'm not sure. I gotta figure out. So part of this is that I have... Oh no, it is exactly 100 sleeves. Holy crap. Okay, that's good to know. That we'll have to just swap this around, and that'll be the sleeve that we put the general in. And again, I didn't look at this until after I put the card in, so that's a little disappointing. I hope that was me, and maybe I just mishandled it, but anyway, it doesn't matter. We got the thing we needed. Do you want to play MTG with Stream on me at some point? I would love that. Yeah, I mean, Commander or Arena or whatever you like, I would be totally down for that. And, you know I always love people seeing Chompy and then going, what in the world is that? But, alright, it is, and I was gonna say, Leah, by the way, I think I mentioned it earlier before you were online, but since we did the like deck roast stream on your channel, if you're willing, I would love to have you on at some point, and we'll basically do the inverse where we'll look at a couple of my deck lists and crack some jokes. I don't have nearly as funny names, but you know. All right, let's see how these shuffle. They're a little... Oh no, this is actually kind of nice. They're definitely a little bit thicker than the Dragon Shields, but they seem to be pretty smooth. No, that feels pretty good. They're brand new, so they're very slippery, but all right. Shove those off to the side, and bam, we'll stick a... Ooh, 1 second. Just literally grab a 5-pound weight. Oh, I'll weigh it down. So silly. Oh no, I know what to do. Okay, hold on, I got it. Shit. All right. Stick old cell phone on top. Stick weight on top of old cell phone. There it is. Let that stay overnight, and I just have some random cards sitting here. Also, I'm kind of in love with this Altar of Omniscience. It just makes me very happy. A friend of mine traded that to me a long time ago. Oh, is that to get rid of error? Yes, yeah. Sorry, so I don't know if this ever happens to you. The chat in OBS only shows me like some of the chat messages. So I have to have like the stream manager pulled up on another screen or else I miss stuff. I'm assuming it probably has to do with me having a particular type of thing that connects to the internet. But anyway, and I've got these bad boys that are supposed to be actually even thicker than the other ones. So I don't think I've had that problem. Yeah, just one of those weird things that seems to be only in my OBS. Thick with 2 C's. I think we're, oh, these are insanely slippery. Sheesh. But yeah, these look kind of nice. Ooh, it actually kind of focused on it. Nice. Okay. Okay. Let's actually just look at my deck lists. Which one should have the, like, fancy blue sleeves? Obviously a deck that has no blue in it. I mean, honestly, it would be very funny to have like the mono red deck in those, but no, what I think I have to do is I have to replace, part of it is that I have a couple of decks that have just the worst, like, and I don't know what it is, like, I've just had a couple sets of Dragon Shields over the years, not every single one, just a handful, that are just so sticky and like the edges are like rough in a way that just does not shuffle well at all. So those I want to replace. So to that end, I think we'll do the other horrifying, terrible deck, which is Urza Lord Protector. Which is like, how do you like a game with like kind of a fun plot and cadence to it, and then just kind of untapping randomly and the game is over? Because that's definitely this. It is just silly bullshit artifact combo. Here we go. I have it in here. Actually, I think the thing to do is put the other thing down here so I can, you know, I kind of forget that I have 4 monitors sometimes, and I'm like, why does everything have to be on one monitor? But yeah, these sleeves are just like, just, ugh. I don't know, like, no matter how many times I shuffle them, they just don't ever seem to, like, break in a way that's, like, natural. They just catch, like, every single time, so, oh well. Anyway. So, let's start taking crap out of here. So, lots of artifacts. Urza Lord High Artificer is definitely like a pretty significant kind of win con. We have Mom in here. I don't know that she's gonna stay necessarily, because it's not really synergistic, it's just good. Honestly, there's maybe an argument that, well, I was gonna say Mom could maybe go into Loro, but like, Loro doesn't really, you're really only using it for the stacks at that point and not really using it for anything else. So, who knows? because it doesn't really have enough ETBs for that to matter a whole lot. No, get it. God, the glare is so bad. I'm experimenting with having like a light, an actual like dedicated like light stream light like above my desk, and it's cool, but the glare is kind of bad, specifically when we're looking at Magic cards. My old promo Day of Judgment from years ago. Same thing, don't know that we'll keep Lodestone Golem either, but... And I did get a, at some point, it's in here somewhere, but I did get a Simulacrum synthesizer at one point, specifically for, specifically for, like, trying, like, at least kind of making an attempt at having games that, like, end with combat damage. And then we got Ye Old Glaring Flesh Raker just for fun. Ugin. Very pretty Felwar Stone. My other One Ring. I found this foreign language mind over matter that was just kind of randomly in a local shop here that was like, you know, for whatever reason, people don't seem to like foreign language cards anymore. So they just seem to be like 20% cheaper when you find them. Mad Echoes was $15 about. Yeah. Now there you go. No, I think to date, I think the like find of the century was finding a honest to God time spiral in a shop here. And yeah, same thing, foreign language one, for $60. And I was like, I saw that and I was like, did I budget for this today? No, but honestly, if I wait even a day, it's probably gone. So I just bought it immediately. Also, can I... Oh, that didn't fix it all. Huh. Apparently, I was like, apparently I do not have a chat overlay that is not that orange color, which is not quite showing up as it should on there. Oops, oh well. Another thing to futz around with. I also went into whatever that is, Streamlabs, and they had a thing where you can like put custom CSS into your chat widget, and I was like, ooh, that seems fun. And then I mostly broke it. So I gotta fix it at some point. I didn't realize Memory Jar septupled in price between me stopping playing and now. Oh yeah, God. Is it still... Yeah, 30-something bucks. Yep. It's on the reserve list, that's why. It's, same thing, it's one of those cards that I you know, bought years ago. I don't even remember what it was worth back then. Or maybe I traded for it, I can't remember, but you know, because I pretty much like quit playing, for, I don't know, 5 years or something. And yeah, when I came back, it was like, oh, I like have a bunch of cards that have like just kind of passively increased in in value. I remember buying mine for less than $5 for the Neck Cruiser. Ah, cruising necks. Oh, it's in Rankle, yay! That's awesome. I will say, so that is one of the sort of like holy grail cards that I do want to get for the Alluro deck at some point is freaking Shouldered the Apocalypse. And then just, you know, have a ton of fun drawing a million cards, gaining a million life. But it's one of those things, like, I think it's rotated out of standard now, so it's just a matter of waiting for it to come down. Yep, it is rotated out of standard, and yeah, I mean, you're looking at like 60 TCG mid right now, and the Phyrexian language one is 50. You're gonna pay a little bit more because those are TCG prices, but yeah, it's definitely one to grab eventually because holy crap. I would put her in Rankle or anything, so yeah, it's just, yeah. It's extremely good. I just realized my Allura was just kind of sitting there the whole time. And I don't know, I'll probably just keep these sleeves around as backups or something, I don't know. But alright, let's try it. So, oh. Allura is blessing your stream, yeah. You know what? He's gonna hang out like exactly where the like foil kind of shines. There it is. Yeah. There it is. Does he do that? No. This is like the one sweet spot, and that's just glare. Anyway. Oh my god. These are so slippery. They look good. Look good though. Oops, these are backwards now. But yeah, and I think these are like relatively new. They like just introduced these, and they are. I think they only come in like 3 colors right now. You know, they come in 2 sizes. Small and large, so you use as the need arises. I'm trying to remember, actually, I just have to go to their site, because they come in... Yeah, you can get them in red, black, and blue, that's it. So you can only get them in Grixis colors. Good old God Pharaoh statue. And really, I mean, you know, if you're gonna have like an artifact focused deck, the correct color to put the correct color sleeves to put it in is brown, because, you know, mono brown. like, second lamest counterspell art. Ooh, they're upside down. Are they all upside down? No. Nope, that one was just backwards for some reason. These are like very, very sturdy though. They're, which I don't mind. I think that seems fine for this sort of thing. Hopefully they're not horrible to shuffle. I guess we'll see. Hello, Urza's Saga. I think, because this deck isn't nearly as dependent on the general, so I think I am actually going to make an executive decision to yank the Lightning Greaves, because I actually do need it for a different deck. And then we'll just sub in something else interesting. Eat the Lightning Greaves. Dominate and scare your opponents. Yeah, it's just go around and, you know, randomly just like eat a card from your sideboard in between rounds. Just, you know, I don't even need that one, bro. It's like having one tan tie behind my back. I remember years ago, oh, what on earth was it? Oh man, again, this was probably 10 years ago at least. I remember reading like an article or something, or just hearing a story about a like pro player who, you know, just like totally brain farted and like arrived at like a big tournament with 14 cards in their sideboard. And we're like, oh crap, well, I have an extra slot. So they just kind of randomly took an Emrakul the Aeon's Torn and just shoved it into the last slot, made sure it was always on top of the stack of sideboard cards, and then would like, before game one, like, you know, kind of like have their sideboard like sitting on the table so their opponent could see it. And, you know, just, you know, on the off chance that like, you know, over the first turn or two, they like made like a suboptimal decision based on thinking it was Tron or something, which is just very, very silly. And not that you can do things like that in Arena per se, but definitely there's a little bit of like the really kind of like meta stuff in Arena where you'll, you know, hold something back to avoid like giving information to your opponent as like what deck you're playing, or intentionally hover certain cards on their side of the battlefield, like to make them nervous, like that you're about to destroy it or something. That's always fun. The other metagaming thing that I think is very funny in Arena is people like it's just like a widespread thing, and I think it's probably specifically a best of one thing, but it's so widespread in the player base of like people frankly just conceding because they're frustrated, like conceding too early because they're frustrated. And again, it's like specific matchups. It's like people that are playing the stupid Trelisara combo deck. If you just kill Trelisara and like surgical it on like turn 1 or 2, they'll just scoop like almost every time, because they want to play the combo. They don't really care about playing the rest of the deck. And it's like that deck still has Guide of Souls in it. It still has a bunch of other really good cards. Like you could still theoretically win that game, but you know, if you just do that, they just quit most of the time. Same thing like control players, you know, hit them with an early Thoughtseize, hit them with a surgical later on, because, you know, control players want to, like, drag the game out. They don't want you to know what's in their hand, so forth and so on. And so if you ruin their fun, a lot of times they'll just quit. And that's fun. It is a very weird situation right now where in my mind, if you're playing Historic, you must have 4 Surgical Extraction main board. Like, no matter what deck you're playing, you just start with 4 Surgical Extraction and then build a 56 card deck. Because the graveyard decks are so good, they can just, they can win on turn 2 a lot of the time. The stupid Trelisara deck, that thing is just horseshit. So you have to have a way to like defend yourself against that. And then I think, oh man, I'm trying to remember what some of the other ones are. There's like a bunch of really good reasons to do that. And also, I mean, at a key moment in the game, at the expense of a card slot, at a key moment in the game, knowing what's in your opponent's hand, worst case scenario, like, is actually pretty solid. Alright, so there should be, they did give me exactly 100. You might say they're keeping it 100. Also, my god, the, oh no. And, yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen. Jeez. Alright, hold on. I gotta pick all the freaking cards up. 199 card pickup. Hell yeah, brother. Anyways, what I was trying to show there is, holy crap, like, how freaking thick these sleeves are. Like, oh my god, oh my god. I guess I just can't do that. Never mind. Oh, maybe I can just stick it in the box. Hold on. These poor cards. I've been through a lot. But legitimately, like, these by themselves, like, again, not having the air compressed out and stuff, are, like, legit, like, as thick as, like, a regular deck double sleeved. It's crazy. Alright, so we've got... Alright, now we have a Urza. It's going to go in here. Yep. There we go. And then we got to find a card to put in. None of these cards. Let's see. Could put Swift Food in there, but I feel like maybe we might have taken a Fabricate out. I don't think we did. That seems like a stupid thing that I would have done. Silver Scrutiny, maybe. So I do find myself having a hard time, like, drawing extra cards. At Deep Anal. It would be funny to have an artifact deck that fucking, that runs Aura Thief. Wellspring, maybe. Well, ooh, I guess let's look at the list and look at the considering real quick. Here, we'll do this. There we go. All right, so we've got what in the world? Yeah, I don't think I'm ever buying a Mox Opal for this deck. We're just gonna, you know... Also, Voltaic Key, I don't know why. I think that's probably a thing I didn't... Yeah, I think Voltaic Key, better than Manifold Key because it can untap itself, which I didn't realize. But you can see the set icons? Yeah, so you go... hold on, I always gotta find where the hell it is in here. Somewhere in here you can change... Is it this? No. Hold on. Somewhere in here you can change... There it is. You go into this view, and you can see... you can group by type or whatever, and then I always just turn all of these on, so I see, you know... And I mean, I very rarely go through every single deck list and actually stipulate what printing of the card it is, but, you know... If you want to have that level of detail, you certainly can. And, you know, it's helpful for, like, knowing how much things are worth and stuff like that. Lord High Artificer is a game changer. Anyways, what were we looking at here? Tezzeret the Seeker. I do need one of those. But I don't actually have that right now. Yeah, I definitely need some of these cards at some point. I'm also never buying a Metal Worker for this. Jeez. Scour for... Did I not put Scour for Scrap in here? Oh, wow, I didn't. Okay. That's interesting. I wonder why. That's easy enough. there is already a fabricate, so I just gotta find the scour. I just assumed it was already in here. Jeez. Sheesh. Bam, there it is. Done. Alright, let's fucking attempt to shuffle this thing. And then we'll have to do the same thing. We'll have to put a weight on it to squeeze all the... Oh, jeez. These are the slipperiest sleeves I think I've ever handled. And it's also, the deck is so thick. Again, like, so... Oh, shit. I'm not in webcam. Hold on. Let's go back to webcam. There we go. Just to illustrate my point here, so I'm going to hold this very carefully because it's going to squeeze, run away from me. This is me compressing it. That is how much, like, thicker it is than just, like, a regular set of sleeves. Like, these are very, very old Ultra Pros, so, you know, and, like, if it expands even a little bit, it's, like, way thicker. So this is, again, this is legit, like, it's double-sleeved almost. So this is going to be actually very, very difficult to... Actually, these actually do seem like they shuffle very smoothly, so... Sweet. But, you know, they're, jeez. They are so slippery. My God. But, it's nice. I think, honestly, I probably would stick with the regular Hypermask just because, like, these, I think, would actually be good if I were, like, playing Constructed. But, anyways. Alright. 1 second. Move it over here. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doo. It is fucking impossible to fucking handle. Lord. There it is. All right. This a little differently. Ugh. Nope, that's not good enough. Actually, yep, I got another one of these. That'll work. Oh, sorry. You just saw the top of my head. that was funny. Anyway. Okay, so what else do we got here? I think probably what I would like to do is take those white sleeves that are still got plenty of life left in them and cascade those down to another deck that I own that also has very sticky sleeves. And that would be Kaith. the other deck. Okay, so this deck, this is the Massive Shenanigans. This was intended to be like energy tribal, and then instead became like just bizarre, wacky proliferate. So deck list for fun. Hold on, can I? Nope. I wanted to see if I could fix this stupid thing. Oh, there we go. That's something. Yeah, that's better. That's weird. Anyway. It's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Anyway. We keep it incredibly professional in these parts. And same thing, these are just very, 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 very sticky. And I think what it is these corners. So it's entirely possible that like I did that by maybe my shuffling like messed this up, but like these corners are pretty bad, and it's unfortunate because these are not like old sleeves at all. And actually, yeah, the other corners, could I just shuffle like this? No, it's actually worse. Okay. That makes me feel better. It's just the corners of these are bad, and it's pretty bad all the way around. Okay. But yeah, these are like very, very, very difficult to shuffle. So unfortunate, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. But maybe it's not too late, you know? Anyway. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and take our very pretty energy reserve token out of here, and we'll just stick it in the gold sleeve, and that'll be something. Oh, hello. I think there's a Peter here. Can I show the Peter? Hi, Peter. Goodness. Look at my son. He's the best. Pete. Oh, no? Are we done? So one thing he likes is... Oh, he's gonna piece. Okay, that's fine. He's such a sweetheart. He's the best. He's the best boy. But no, he does a thing where he likes to like chase the mouse cursor around the screen. Like it's like a very fun looking toy to him. So he'll just sit there and like bat at the screen or try to like bite the mouse cursor. It's so cute. He's the best. He's the best little man. And yeah, this deck has a lot of fun, silly stuff in it, like fucking Grimoire of the Dead, and it does have energy in it still, but it's not quite. It probably needs a little bit of help in the energy department, but the Department of Energy. But you know, I mean, this is like a deck to put charge counters on things and then use nesting grounds to like move the charge counters around to other things. And we did put the card in here that generates filibuster counters. I do think it would be funny to use nesting grounds to just put filibuster counters that do nothing on other cards just for fun. That would be very bad though, because the whole point of that is to win, but it's silly. And I like silly. And we have Atari sitting next to the desk, like right to my left, and I sort of suspect that he may jump up here in a minute. Oh, he's... Oh, I think they're both asking for snacks, which they shouldn't be having. Aether Hub, good old Teferi. Teferi, Teferi. Dev, what do I stream this coming week? Oh, I am a small unsober potato. Oh my god. Obviously you should stream that weird Russian game that is about getting government assigned alt girls. No, don't actually stream that. Yeah, yo, I posted it in the Discord earlier. It is called an alt girl for Scoof. It's like, apparently, like, I was like, I don't even understand the context of this. Apparently it is like some kind of like deep cut humor about like Russian culture, and because like the joke is that the Russian government like assigns procedurally generated alt girls to like lonely loser men. It's nuts. It definitely is also giving like Doki Doki Literature Club vibes for sure. But in mild seriousness, I mean, do you have games on your list? Or, you know, obviously you could just stream Magic Arena because that's the best thing ever, but you know. All right, old sleeves go bye-bye. Hollow Knight Expedition 33. Is that the Hollow Knight expansion? Because I like really appreciate the existence of Hollow Knight, but boy is it way too hard for me. And I've yet to play Expedition 33 either, but I would definitely. My deck on MTGA Arena is shite because I just do mono black. So by the way, I was actually thinking I would do a little bit of Arena before I log off. So I'm playing a Rack deck in Historic right now, and it's basically Rack with Psych Frog, and it's super fun. It's base Hollow Knight. Yeah, I think I did like maybe an hour of base Hollow Knight at one point. I did enjoy it, but I was like, oh my god, these boss fights are just... All right, yes, I will sleeve up this deck, and then we will fire up Arena and play some matches with that, because it's super fun. The key is like significant abuse of Beseech the Mirror. But ye old energy deck. Got good old Flux Channeler. Yeah, I gotta look at it, because I've like not streamed games in like some time, so I gotta kind of look at what's even on my list. Honestly, I have a list of like 20 something games that I want to stream, but I think the important ones are gonna be Monument Valley 3, because that's gonna be like one stream, and it just came out, and it looks, you know, it looks every bit as good as the other Monument Valleys. That'll just be like fun puzzle time. And then I want to do Galaxy 2, I think. actually don't remember if that's a typo or if I intentionally changed the name of the song to just Who Is My Head. I think I was just trying to be weird. That is one thing I'm good at, is being weird. But, you know, it's one of the most important skills you can cultivate is the weirdness. Alright, I think the kitties have finally left me alone. They just, every now and then they like decide that like it's snack time when they've already eaten, and like it's like one of them will get the idea, but then like the other one's like, oh, he's begging for food, that means we might get food, so then they both do it. And it's kind of funny because like they're not, I would not say they're best buds, like they definitely kind of just coexist. And you know, they take turns having lap time and stuff, and in the first like year or two that I had Pete, like him and Tari would like snuggle together sometimes, but not so much anymore. But you know, they definitely like team up and work together for, you know, the common good, like getting fed and constantly begging for food when they don't need it. So, you know. Hang on. Closing in on them, Falco. Sleeves are a little grimy, but that's okay. Sweet, there it is. Should shuffle nicely. Yeah, there it is. Sweet. Much better. Much better. Okay. Bam. Alright. Yeah, we'll play a little arena. Arena. Alright, there's Mr. Oloro. Alright. So windmill slam the BRB screen for just a few minutes. Ooh. Oh, right. Alright, Alright, we need stem. We need... Ooh. We need my little tracker app. Alright, let's get the game going. Come on, game. Come on, Steve. Alright, there we go. Here we are. Oh no. Well, this might be a problem. Hold on just a second. So, this might break stream for a second, but give me all of like 2 minutes. Let's jump back to BRB. I have some real bad problems with Arena being crappy with my internet, so please don't break stream, please don't break stream, please don't break stream. Okay, there we go. Alright, we should be back now. Yeah, my internet was a piece of crap. Anyway. Now, here we go. Okay. So, let's hit ye old historic. Oh, I'm sorry. We're not in the scene anymore. Here we are. There it is. Alright. We're back. So, I thought it'd be funny. The deck is called Brain Frog. Because I'm very clever. But basically what happens here is we're going to do a crap ton of thought seizing. So, I mean, here you go. Here's a grip of Inquisition, Thoughtseize, Surgical, Bandit's Talon, and our finisher. That seems pretty freaking good. Ooh, Leyline of Abundance. Alright. Oh god, I know what's happening. Oh, I think I can just win right here on turn 1. Check this out. Thoughtseize. Oh shit, they don't have the Charbelcher in hand. Woof. Not good. But anyway, this deck is Goblin Charbelcher. That's what's going on here. That is kind of not okay that all happened with one turn, but oh well. Let's just go ahead and make them pitch it. missing our land drops is actually kind of screwing us here, but whatever. We'll see. But at any point, they can rip Belcher off the top and just instantly win, and that's a big problem. Whatever, I don't give a shit. So we may just end up fucking dying to that. Jeez. But we'll force them to sort of have to worry about Liliana taking over the game. Unfortunately, we do have to, like, rip another land here, or else we're in deep trouble. Alright. Oh, Psychic Frog will definitely help. Lol. Okay, that's fine. So we can just load up and block. We don't really care. Yeah, as long as they don't draw Belcher. But I don't like giving them this many chances to fucking, Jesus. Oh dear, so it's gonna get +2, which means it deals 6 damage. So yeah, I just have to eat that. That sucks. And we're gonna go to 1. Yeah, we're super boned. That is so depressing. Wow. We got pretty much screwed there. We lost to a Belcher deck that didn't have Belcher. That's so sad. No, I did not have fun. Thank you very much. And I mean, we did almost kill them with the Bandit's Talent, but like, ugh. They also took a shit ton of damage off their mana base. I guess now, I was like, could I have ripped like Toxic Deluge there, but that wouldn't have worked. Alright, this one seems okay too, so. That's easy. This is the combo deck, so all we really have to do is just kind of hang out and wait for them to play the combo, and then, although not having surgical here kind of sucks too, but ugh, Heliod. I don't like that at all. Do not like, do not want. Sweet. Okay, now we're in business. Alright. Basically, I kind of want to wait for them to play... Excuse me. I kind of want to wait for them to play... whatchamacallit. Although I guess the problem there is the longer we wait, the more chance there is that they rip Trellisara off the top, which we don't want. Yeah, I think we'll just do it now. A lot of times this deck will just concede. Oh, this is actually not... Kudos to this guy. They're not playing the stupid other Trellisara combo. They're actually playing like a normal deck that happens to have Trellisara in it. That's fun. This is actually really old school. This is almost card for card the Scurry Oak Heliod combo deck that I used to play. Which is, again, I think it's been a little outclassed at this point, but it's pretty sweet. It's kind of cool. Actually, I kind of want to see if I can't bait them into having the Heliod. Yeah, so they'll attack with the Heliod. And I'm gonna really be in a world of hurt here, but alright, so what we're gonna do is we'll zap the Giver of Runes, gain some life. And they very, very foolishly chose not to make it impossible for me to gain life or to cast non-creature spells. So they're gonna pay for it. Oh, right. Yeah, that saved it. God damn it. Yeah, we're fucked. We're gonna have to rip... I mean, we'll just have to rip Damnation off the top. There's really no two ways around it. Okay, I'm done. Fuck this. God, that pisses me off. God, that makes me so angry. Oh, we're just getting slapped around here. These games aren't even close. This deck is definitely like... I was gonna say too, this deck is essentially my kind of brew with the 8-rack shell and then Psychic Frog and a couple other extra things to kind of push it over the top. The idea being, you know, I think Psychic Frog is like playing the same role as Waste Not, but it's a lot more consistent and less swingy. And unlike Waste Not kind of doesn't do anything once you've already emptied your opponent's hand. Psychic Frog is a way to close out games once you've kind of locked them down. Oh, more aggro, great. Alright, let's take some shit away. That's pretty easy, we'll take that. Yep, I'm aware. Let's go to my turn, sure. Let's... We drop the Tameo. I think we just drop the Bandit's Talent here and make them discard more cards. It's possible we just take the Static Prison away completely. Yep. Sweet. Works for me. Unstable Amulet. Soul Warden, huh? So sure, they'll get a token. I don't really care that much. Oh, thank God. Okay. So what are we going to do here? I think we're going to go ahead and drop one of these bad boys. Make sure that goes away. Oh, they're just playing Luras, unironically, as a 4-of. I love it. Oh, that's dope. Only 2 Goblin Bombardment. That is not the correct number of Goblin Bombardment. Just going to say that right now. Maybe I shouldn't be so mean. How did I get so mean? What can we do here? We're gonna Bajuka Bog their graveyard just for good measure. We'll go ahead and drop a Tameo. That's fun. They actually don't have the mana to cast the Luras anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And we know it's in their hands, so we don't really care that much. We just block as much damage as we can. Sure. It's gonna get ugly pretty soon, but we can at least wait a couple more turns. So I think what we're going to do, instead of playing Shouldered here, because that thing is going to hit City's Blessing next turn, and we don't really have a way to stop it. So we'll go ahead and take the Investigate, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to zap the Ocelot Pride so that there is no City's Blessing. Are we playing the Luras there, bud? We want to just do the full 4 and ditch. I'd rather keep the surgical. Because that kind of sucks, but we are really going to eat some pretty brutal damage here, but unfortunately, we've kind of just kicked the can down the road an extra turn. And that's exactly what the hell we needed. We're in good shape now. Okay. Ish. So let's go ahead and... yeah, so we're going to do 3. Because we're going to exile a card. We're going to tap 2, exile a card. Yeah, because I don't think we really care that much about that at this point, so... I suppose the other thing I could have done was just surgicaled on their turn, but I'd rather just get rid of the Luras altogether. And then I think now we're going to have to actually hold Tameo in reserve, because it's really much more important to, like, just kind of maintain equilibrium on the board right now. Oh wow, they just had another one. God dang it. God, this sucks. So I think we sort of probably try to get towards just having a... But no, I think we're dead because... they are gonna they're gonna definitely give him flying. That's 5 right there. I take 1. Then there's an extra 3. So yeah, no, I'm screwed. I'm super screwed. That's fine. Yet again. So what are we, 0-4 right now? This is bad. Bandit is best baby. Yes. Yeah, really the problem is here we're not finding. So the other thing that in my mind really like makes this deck hum is Beseech the Mirror. So the idea is you use Beseech the Mirror, you bargain, and you just on that key turn, on turn 4, you just go fetch whatever you need to kind of bail yourself out and establish control of the board. And we've not seen it once, so that's part of the problem here. Because you can grab the 1 ring, you can grab Damnation, you can grab Sheoldred. And usually one of those 3 things is enough to kind of get the game under control, but we're also just having a lot of problems with lands. We're having all kinds of problems here. But we're definitely not going to abide by Heliod. Heliod is not allowed. So what do we got? Ocelot Pride. Okay, well. Do we care? I think we'll let it go for 1 turn. I hate doing that, but alright, so we attack the hand now. Oh, so I think what's going to happen here is we're going to go ahead and we're going to actually lose the Sheoldred, and we're going to zap that thing. Make the 4th land drop. Bojuka Bog to make sure they can't reanimate it. I don't give a shit about Authority of the Consuls. No, it sucks. If I play Bandit's Talon, I'm dead next turn, so... Although I guess we play 1 ring first, so that buys us 1 extra turn. Draws them in a little bit further. I swear to God. Come on. This is just the kind of night we're having, folks. I can't even. They fucking ripped the land off the top the turn after. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Oh my God. Oh, and Authority of the Consuls. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. Literally fuck all of this shit. This is usually what happens when I'm like, hey, I want to showcase this deck on stream, and then proceed to go like 0-6. And we've had, I don't know, 3 of these 6 games have been like, Oh, okay, we're fine if the worst possible thing doesn't happen here. Oh, wait, it happened. Oh my goodness. Now I'm in that thing where I'm like, I just want to play until I win one fucking game. And I know no one's going to believe me, but this deck does, like, I've been generally rocking about a 55-ish win percentage with this deck. It's probably gone way down now, but where the hell is it? Oh my god, this deck again. Jesus. Yeah, no, it's actually still, even with that horrible, horrible thing, it's still actually right at about 55. Excuse me. 32% win rate against red-white decks, though, which means, like, we just get slapped around by Boros Energy, like, every single time. So, same thing we do. We just attack the hand, attack the hand, attack the hand, over and over. Shit. And Ocelot Pride yet again. It would be, like, nice, too, if we, like, didn't play against the same deck every single time. That would also be helpful. I at least feel a little better about this. Let's see if we can get them to discard their Static Prison. I think they don't know yet that we're playing Psychic Frog. Ah, bastards. Oh boy, Ocelot Pride number 2. And it's like, if I play the Psychic Frog, it's just going to get instantly nuked by the Static Prison. God. Alright, well, Liliana does kind of help. Although I'm discarding the frog, so that's kind of a Pyrrhic victory, I guess. Hopefully we can, like, force them to waste time dealing with her. Or watch this, they're gonna get Goblin Bombardment right here. But I mean, we have, like, I don't know, like a handful of cards here that are outs, and everything else is just really bad. Yeah, we're toast. Toasteronis. Yet again. Alright, I'm gonna play just one more, and then I'm gonna play something that isn't making me unhappy. I normally love playing this deck, but it's just like, this is This is the worst it's performed in quite some time, which, you know, again, tracks, because that's just what happens when you try to stream something. Alright, so Home Dude is playing a 62 card deck. Interesting. And it is another fucking Soul Sisters deck. How many fucking, like, Jesus. Like, is that just all that's in the queue tonight? Is just these again? Like, over and over and over again? Like, oh my god. Like, I need to look at the play history real quick, because, like, this is nuts. Alright, so we got slapped around by the Charbelcher deck, but then it's, yeah, Soul Sister, Soul Sister, Soul Sister, Soul Sister. This is game number 5 in a row against the Soul Sisters deck. I can't fucking do this. And I guarantee you, like, if I was gonna specifically design a deck to, like, metagame against Soul Sisters, like, 100% I would never see it again on the, and then I would just get all of the horrible matchups for that deck, because that's just always how that goes. You try to silver bullet a thing, and I'm not saying that, like, the like, matchmaking does that, but it's just luck of the draw. Whenever you try to, like, metagame against one specific thing, you'll just never see it again. There we go. But I mean, we definitely won there because, like, because they missed 2 land drops in a row. Alright, I want to get my daily, so let's tag in, and that was a little frustrating, so we're gonna go with Persist Rights, which is funny because I call the deck Rights. Good night, Leah. Appreciate you hanging out, and hopefully we'll hang soon. Take care. Oops. Oh, sorry, hold up. So, this seems pretty good. So, this one's pretty simple. Dump shit into the yard, instantly win off of Scholar of the Lost Troving, some crazy game-breaking spell like Breach the Multiverse. Pretty simple stuff. We actually just have the whole combo in our opening hand, so we're probably going to win this on turn 2. Unless they specifically have, I would say unless they specifically have Surgical in their hand. Or, I guess, what the fuck is it? Causes Command would do. So they probably are holding Causes Command, I would guess. Or maybe they're just trying to bluff. Yeah, you know, I guess if that's the case, I'd rather just force them to use it. Knowing that we have Visit Charm and other stuff, so... Alright, so they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on tap. That is not good. I would say that is in fact extremely not good. So that said, let's see if we can't just go ahead and try to stop whatever they're doing. God, fuck off. Whatever, I don't give a shit. Oh wow, it's gonna be one of those. Alright. Well, I did rip a Faithless Looting off the top, so I think we'll stay in the fight. But we're probably toast. Because it's going to be at least 2 more turns. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, we got slapped around pretty good there. Apparently that's just what I'm going to do all night. I definitely played this deck earlier and just like casually went 7 and 3, and now, you know, now we're going to come back to earth. All right, that seems solid. And I wonder, thinking back through that last game, because that was sort of the choice I made on that early turn, go for the early kill. I clocked that they were holding, that wasn't a hard thing to clock, that they were definitely holding Causes Command. So I was like, well, okay, fine. I'll just go ahead and you know, force them to use it. The other option there would have been to specifically wait until I had 4 mana and then Izzet Charm the Kozilek's Command in response, which I opted not to do. But alright, so this is like control bullshit. Oh, okay, I probably just win unless they have a thing in hand. Yep, we're good. I'm genuinely curious if they're actually gonna like try to play this out. It's funny as hell. That's pretty solid. Just expropriate, take the thing away. We're also going to have an extra turn anyway, but that's still pretty funny. Now we're working. Oh, you know, I'm a dumbass. I never changed the category. Crap. There it is. All right. Let's try it. Oh! Sorry about the chair. Oh, God damn it. Cool. Congratulations. I do not have the patience to play through 2 Tormod scripts. I could probably win 2 other games in the amount of time that that would take, so... This one's kind of risky, but... yeah, I already feel pretty good about it. Now, at this point, we're really just trying to find... oh, hell yeah. Get some kind of weird brew here, that's fun. Alright, so what are we looking for? We're looking specifically for... excuse me. We are looking for creatures. That's what we need. Oh, that's fun. Deadly Dispute, yeah. Oh, hell yeah, exploration. Tell you what. Fuck off. Yeah, once again, I think we'll just hang on and... God, this hurts. This is painful. There it is. All right. Now we're in business. Oh, 3. Yeah, probably that. It's fine. Yep, there it is. Oh, hello, Peter. Oh, my baby. Oh, Pete here to say hi. I don't give a shit about high noon. Oh, actually, I super do, because it completely turns off my entire deck. Actually, fuck. Do I have any way to, in my deck, like, period, to get rid of High Noon? Fuck it. I could still try to just beat him to death with a giant creature. So Peter is sitting here staring at the screen. So Pete is sitting here and he's batting at the screen again. Oh, it's too cute. God, just fuck off. Fucking do it again, you jackass. God. I'm glad I played it out. I could have scooped there, and I just kind of, you know. I was like, you know what? Even so, a 5/5 flyer on turn 2 is nothing to sneeze at. Alright, let's do one more, and I think we'll sign off for the night. Peter. You're so cute, Pete. Yep, this might very well be a turn 2. Unless they have Tormod script. This is the Gates deck, so... And there it is. Alright, I did promise, so... Alright, well, friends, I appreciate you all, and thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It's kind of a chill one, trying to get back in the habit of streaming more often, all that good stuff, so we will be back soon. I'm gonna guess probably not tomorrow, but maybe sometime this week. And we'll go from there. Maybe we'll do a little music, or who knows. But at any rate, thank you all for hanging out. And I will catch you all. Oh my god, Pete is freaking out at chasing the mouse cursor. Oh my god. Probably should not encourage him to do this, because he's probably going to damage my fucking monitor. Anyway, good night, folks. It's been a blast.